You ever notice how you fight the hardest for things that make you feel the smallest? You say you want peace, you say you want love, you say you want alignment, but look at what you're chasing. Look at how tired you are. Look at how much of yourself you're shrinking just to keep yourself in this space, to keep yourself in this game. And I want you to be really honest with yourself and ask yourself, if this was really meant for you, would you feel this way? I have personally been there, and I know what it feels like, this addiction to almost. And this is such an ego-driven feeling, because really when you're chasing something that doesn't want you back, you are doing it for your ego. You're not doing it out of love. No, this is purely an ego problem. You can apply this to any area of life, but I think this is most applicable to relationships and friendships. But most of the time, you don't even want them. You just want their approval. You want to win. You want them to want you. And your ego is the one orchestrating all of this, because your ego just wants to conquer. And a lot of times this comes from a place of insecurity. I hate to break it to you, but you're insecure if you do this. You are trying to get validation from somebody else to prove your own worth to yourself, because you think to yourself, if this person sees that I'm worthy, if this person chooses me, that means I'm worthy, that means I'm worth something. But you should never, ever put your worth into somebody else. You should never leave that up to somebody else. You need to get secure with yourself. You need to have the confidence within yourself. You need to love yourself and know that you are worthy on your own without anybody else's validation or approval, because you're going to have a really freaking hard time in life if you're constantly relying on someone else to validate you, to tell you how pretty you are, to tell you how great you are, to tell you how handsome you are. You're going to have a really tough time in life. And really, when you're constantly chasing after this feeling of almost getting somebody, especially when someone's acting really hot and cold with you, this can get really dangerous. But when you're constantly chasing somebody, this is like the equivalent of a donkey with a carrot, and you're just chasing after it, being like, oh, I almost got, oh, if I keep chasing, I'm almost gonna get it. It's almost like playing the lottery, because there's a chance of winning, but the chance of winning is so small, but you're gonna keep playing because you think you're gonna win at some point. But the reality is that if it wanted you, it wouldn't confuse you, okay? Because having anxiety over someone or something is not passion. Someone breadcrumbing you is not effort. Someone having potential or making you look like they have potential is not compatibility in any way, shape, or form. You should never go for potential. You should take people as they are right now in the moment. I think it's so easy to fall into this trap of being like, oh, well, they have potential. They could be so good. Like, they're not good right now, but I can see that they can be so good. But you should take people at face value. Who are they right now? What are they doing for you right now? How are they treating you right now? And what kind of commitment and effort are they giving you right now? That's who they are. And the dangerous part about all of this is if you keep fighting for something, you keep chasing somebody like this, at one point you're going to feel like you have to keep chasing because you've been doing it for so long. Oh, well, it has worked out in the past with this person, and I almost won, so I got to keep chasing, keep going after it because I'm going to get it. Like, yeah, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. But it never freaking does. It never works out. I'm saying the words fighting for it, but are you really fighting for it? Are you really fighting for it when you're just rereading text messages, overanalyzing everything, over-explaining yourself to a person over and over again in hopes that you're going to get their validation? Or is that just you forcing it? Let me be so clear about something. When something is for you, you wouldn't have to go through any of this. You wouldn't have to explain yourself to somebody over and over again. You wouldn't have sleepless nights. You wouldn't cry over this person. You wouldn't worry about this person. You wouldn't have so much anxiety over, oh my God, they didn't text me back. Oh my God, they're not talking to me. Oh my God, they said this the other day and now I'm freaking out. None of this would happen if this person was meant for you. This is not normal. This is not normal. It is genuinely so easy to get addicted to this because this is a form of a dopamine hit. We get addicted to that hot and cold behavior, and eventually you start choosing everything that rejects you. You choose emotionally unavailable people. You choose situations that have you proving yourself over and over again. You choose people who tolerate you and don't really mind you, but also they don't really give a fuck and they're not gonna celebrate you either. And the question I want you to ask yourself is, why do you think that playing this whole hard to get game is more valuable to you in your eyes than choosing something that's genuinely just healthy and peaceful and stress-free? Because when you do all of this, you're blocking things that are actually meant for you. Because you are constantly clinging on to something that is not meant for you. You are literally ignoring every person, every potential opportunity that is meant for you because you have pedestalized somebody to the point where you think that this is it, this is your life. And you pour all your time and energy into this thing that you're chasing and you're drained because you think that this is the right thing for you, but you feel like shit. Let me say this, letting go is gonna feel like you're losing. It's gonna feel like you're giving up. But really what this is self-respect. And I need you to reframe this because rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. However way you want to think of it, there's a reason why something is rejecting you, why someone is rejecting you, why a job is rejecting you. You think successful people haven't been rejected by anybody before? You think people that have found their love of their life have never been rejected by the person that they thought was for them? This happens all the time. And just because something rejects you, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It just means that this isn't the right thing for you. And personally, as a spiritual girly, I do believe that our souls have chosen a specific type of life path, and a lot of things are fated. I think the people that come into our lives are fated. I think rejection is also fated. I think some people come into our lives temporarily and then they leave, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are not meant to cling on to every single person that enters your life. You don't own anybody. Everything is an experience, and you should see it as such, even if this is someone that you love, even if this is someone that is a really good addition to your life. You should always view people as an experience because one day they might leave, because that's just life. At the end of the day, I want you guys to remember that the right things won't require you to betray yourself. And the right things won't give you anxiety attacks and panic attacks and have you overthinking a bunch of shit. I promise you, you guys. There are peaceful relationships out there. There are peaceful friendships out there where it just works. It just works, and there's no trying too hard. There's no, oh my God, I gotta adjust myself. No, like, it just works naturally. Like, you just click with certain people, and those are your people. Some jobs, like, you feel really good in a job. That's your job. That's your place. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.